welcome to my humble podcast abode. I am Coco Griot, just a 50-something who delights in talking to you, dear listener, about life, love, and a host of other topics. To say that I don't watch movies very much is kind of an understatement. It is not that I don't think movies are worthwhile. I just love reading, and I tend to read a book before I will watch a movie. That's just the nerdy girl part of me coming out, I guess. Recently, I decided to sit down and watch the movie Respect, in which Jennifer Hudson plays Aretha Franklin. I was motivated to see this film because I've always loved Aretha Franklin's music, and I've always been in awe of Jennifer Hudson's talent and abilities. When I did my unofficial friends poll, I learned that some of my friends really didn't care for the movie, but I didn't let that dissuade me from sitting down and spending some time watching it. I have 3 key takeaways from this film. The first takeaway I have is trying to live someone else's dream can make your life a nightmare. Aretha's father had a destination for her voice that did not fit her life experiences. When she went to the pristine and polished Columbia Studios to record, it was almost as if she was in a kind of a pretty prison. There were constraints on her raw talent because it did not align with the music the studio produced. Was her voice beautiful? Absolutely. Did she produce the music that made her famous there? Not quite. Her voice was meant to establish its own unique path. She became the queen of soul because she lived her dream and bared her soul to the world in her music. The studio she recorded in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, was a far cry from the Columbia Records studio, but it was exactly where she needed to be to unleash her power and step into her destiny. I am so grateful that she did because I cherish the fact I grew up listening to her music and I still enjoy listening to it to this day. My second takeaway from the movie is something my mom always used to say: even a broken clock is right twice a day. I say this in terms of Aretha's dad knowing that Ted White was not going to be good for his daughter. With all of his faults, her dad was able to see the toxicity of this man, and I believe it was because he was cut from the same cloth. The womanizing and abuse he put Aretha's mom through was highlighted in the film. I truly believe the